Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Wicked Bitter channel. I'm Travis. Thank you for checking out this video. If you're somebody who's new to this channel, it's your first time here, welcome in. If you love pro wrestling, WWE, this is the channel for you. Subscribe to this channel, like this video for more WWE content because I am going to be giving more WWE content every single week. We cover Raw, SmackDown, we talk about PLEs, we do prediction videos, we do review videos, we do email videos, and then a lot more to come. I've actually done some Twitch streaming too where I watch Raw, and if you want to join, I got the chat up, we can talk. It's a great time. So honestly, if you really love wrestling, I really would suggest subscribing to this channel. My good friends, oh man, this is like my favorite time of the year. And it's the beginning of the year. It's WrestleMania season, but first we have to go through the Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble, and I know a lot of people think WrestleMania or say WrestleMania is their favorite pay-per-view or PLE of the year. Mine's always been Royal Rumble. I love the Royal Rumble. It makes it even better that there's a women's one now, because when there was a men's one, it was great, but it's like you always looked forward to it through the whole PLE. You're like, all right, let's get through all these matches. Let's just get to the Royal Rumble. Now we get two. One for the beginning of the night and then one at the end. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's my favorite match. Well, not my favorite match, but it's my favorite PLE. It's such an exciting time. You don't know what's next, what's coming. You know, the pops, the surprises, the returns, all that kind of stuff. That's this Saturday. And tonight or today we are talking about Monday Night Raw. I actually was streaming Monday Night Raw, so if you missed it, it's actually still up on the Twitch if you want to go through and watch it. It's up to you. If not, I really would love for you to join next time. If time schedules work out, time zones, come join, man. It is a good time. It's relaxed. I got Raw on. I just talked to people in the chat, which I was doing yesterday. It was a great time. So I don't want to cover a bunch or everything that went on Raw because honestly, it was a go-home show. There were some big moments. There's some things I want to shout out, but I don't think I need to cover the entire show from top to bottom with like the small little things that happened. I think it's important we focus on the big hitters. You know what I mean? The show starts with Seth Rollins is in the ring. He cuts a promo about the Royal Rumble, how he's going to win, and Gunther comes out. I'm summarizing all of this, by the way, because honestly, that first segment of the night was a very long promo. I think it went like 20, 25 minutes, and a lot happened. So I actually have to look at my phone for some notes. Cody says that he talks about which champion he would like to go and challenge. Does he take the title away from Cody after he helped Cody win that title last year at WrestleMania, which I thought was a very interesting thought. It's very cool. Gunther interrupts. Gunther basically questions Seth Rollins. Like, if you have passion and a drive for this, where have you been the past few months? What have you been doing? Like, you want to go for the championships? Why are you waiting until now kind of thing? He says that Seth is always just involved in so much drama. He says, do me a favor, just get away from all the drama, win the Royal Rumble, and face me at WrestleMania. And I liked this because we focus so much on the WWE title. Who's going to face Cody? Who's going to face Cody? It's just nonstop. Is it Roman? Is it Punk? Is it Rock? Is it, we just throw out all these names. I don't want Gunther to be overlooked. And I feel like so far, not enough people are talking about Gunther. What is Gunther's plans at WrestleMania? What's he going to do? And I think it was a cool way to get Gunther in here to remind everybody, hey, look, I'm also a top dog, and I prefer you face me. Pick me, and we can have a great match at WrestleMania. One thing I did like was Gunther saying to Seth Rollins, it's 2025, you are no longer the best wrestler in this company anymore. I thought that was a pretty cool line. And then after that, Logan Paul interrupts. He declares he's going to be in the Royal Rumble. The crowd booing him. Crazy, he can't even get words out. He's like yelling over the mic at this point. He's like, saying that this company needs a new face. It's the Netflix era. They know the WWE needs someone who's oozing confidence and charisma, all that kind of stuff. Logan Paul says he's going to be in the Royal Rumble and he's going to take a title and at WrestleMania and cement his legacy pretty much here in WWE. We got an interesting little backstage segment. I don't like to cover a lot of these, but Sami Zayn walks up to CM Punk. He's got a problem with what Punk said about him last week, where Punk said that Sami's not on my level, and Sami said, I'm not on your level. I've actually main evented a WrestleMania, and you haven't. He kind of shut Punk up there a little bit, put Punk in his place. Sami walked off, and Sami looked very frustrated. I love this about WWE is they plant seeds here and there, and it's like they're going to come back to this at some point. They are. CM Punk versus Sami Zayn is going to be a feud at some point, and I absolutely love the thought of that. Hey, quickly, I want to give a shout out to JD McDonough. He had a tag team match with Dom against the War Raiders. They lost, although they could have won. They came very close several times to winning that match. JD McDonough, man, he did a springboard moonsault on the outside, and he really hit his head on that announce table pretty badly. Come to find out later on, he tweeted saying he's okay, but I think he said he broke some ribs and he punctured some ribs or something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but either way, he said he's going to be out for a couple of months. So here we are. Judgment Day is slowly, chopping away here. We're trimming down big time. We don't have Priest anymore. We don't have Rhea anymore. Balor's been gone for a couple of weeks now. JD is out. I thought Carlito was in a boot. I can't be sure. It's down to pretty much Dom, Liv, and Raquel, and I think who knows what's going to happen with them at this point. Pretty funny segment here. Woods versus Rey Mysterio. Woods has a reserved section for his family in the front row, and they're all not there to start the match. I thought that was cool. Quick little note here. WWE announced, or Michael Cole said, that Zelina Vega has been officially transferred over to SmackDown apart from LWO, so I thought that was interesting. I actually like the move because now we got mid-card women's titles in the picture here. We got US and IC titles. I definitely think Zelina Vega deserves to be in the conversation for one of these. If she's going to be on SmackDown, and if Chelsea Green's staying there as champ, then Zelina Vega definitely deserves to be in that title picture for the U.S. Championship, if not the women's eventually afterwards. But I thought that ran through my head, and I also saw the rumors of Malachi Black coming to WWE again. Aleister Black. Is this kind of like WWE's hint that he's going to be going to SmackDown if he comes back? I would think so, right? They like to keep married couples together for the most part, so maybe Malachi or Aleister, whatever he comes back as, maybe he comes back to SmackDown. There's that. And also, I thought of last second, I mentioned it on the stream yesterday, what if they put Zelina Vega back with Andrade, who's on SmackDown? I think that would be a great pairing. It worked before. It can work again. She could be the mouthpiece. The only part I don't like about it that much is that I don't want Vega to go with Andrade so that she focuses only on Andrade. I feel like Zelina deserves something of her own, too. Here we go. Jey Uso, our boy. He comes out, and man, he comes out with Quavo. He comes out. I swear, this entrance was 10 minutes long. I mean, it took forever for this guy to get on the mic. And then when he finally did get on the mic, he's out of breath, and he cuts a very short, 30-second promo saying, hey, I can beat Gunther. I'm going to be in the Rumble. I'm going to win the Rumble. I'm going to WrestleMania. I'm going to face Gunther. At some point, and I said this in my last video, and I love Jay, but at some point, people are going to start getting annoyed with this act. I feel like he can't just keep telling us this stuff and then not win the big one and then come out and yeet and be all excited and stuff. That's going to get very stale to a lot of people at some point. I'm not tired of it yet. I love Jay. I have a great time when he comes out. I'm yeeting all over my place too. That sounds weird, but I am. And I just can't. He's got to win a big one though for people to believe the things that he tells us. Liv and Raquel versus Bianca and Naomi non-title match. Bianca and Naomi actually lose to Liv and Raquel because of Dom Mysterio's help. He helps distract them in the match where Liv ends up getting the win here. This took me a little off guard here, so obviously, clearly, we're going to do a tag team match for the titles with Liv and Raquel versus Naomi and Bianca. And by the way, Bianca Belair did a springboard or whatever, or top rope or whatever you want to call it. She flew on the outside, did a crossbody, landed on Dominic. I just want someone to answer me. Why is Dominic the luckiest man in the world? I don't understand. His real life wife is gorgeous. And then he's in WWE and he gets an on-screen girlfriend with Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, and now he's got Bianca Belair jumping all over him. Where does it end? Quick little shout out here. Penta's in the Royal Rumble. You know what? I was on ads. I was in the middle of ads, and they played it in the other arena and played it for other people who have the higher subscription on Netflix or whatever, where Penta came up to Braun Breaker backstage. He looked at him. He did his little thing, and then he walked away. And I'm thinking, man, Braun Breaker just announced that he's in the Rumble. Penta just announced he's in the Royal Rumble. I'm saying Penta eliminates Braun Breaker from the Royal Rumble, and he gets himself an Intercontinental Championship match. And get this, as much as we praise and glaze Braun Breaker here on this channel, I'm going Penta all the way on this. This next one I got some notes for. Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn is our main event. Drew McIntyre ends up getting the win here by using the ropes. He cheats, and after the match, he starts to attack Sami Zayn. Cody Rhodes comes out to make the save. He ends up getting Cody, Drew gets Cody into the corner like he did to Seth last week, and then out of nowhere, Sami Zayn came over running for the haluva kick. He ends up kicking Cody Rhodes in the face accidentally, just like he did to Seth Rollins last week. Hey, tell you what, something is brewing here. Something is brewing here. Everybody talks about Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, and Drew McIntyre being a faction. What if we add Sami Zayn to that? What if we do? What if that's the ultimate turn where they end up putting Sami in that faction, or better yet, maybe they add all four, or maybe they don't put Seth in there and then Sami, Owens, and Drew is in there or something. I don't know. Something is up. I think Sami is in line for a turn or something soon because he got Karrion Kross talking in his ear. Something's going to happen. I got a lot of notes for this last segment. CM Punk interrupts Cody Rhodes to end Monday Night Raw. These two had a fantastic promo. I'm going to admit it was a little awkward. It felt a little awkward at times. The crowd was super quiet. I can't tell if they were super quiet because they were really trying to listen to what these guys were saying because they understood that this is a big moment, or maybe they just were disinterested. I don't know what it was, but this promo was fantastic. Punk asking Cody if he's okay. Cody looks run down. Cody looks beat up. And Punk asking him, "Are you all right?" Like I've gone through this before. I was champion for 434 days. Around the 300-day mark, I started to get burned out. You look like you're burnt out, dude. Like he just was leveling with Cody Rhodes. He told Cody what's next for him because Cody asked, if you can predict what's next for me. Punk told him, man, like what you got coming up next? You got probably an early call time tomorrow. You got freaking, you barely see your family. That's just the life of being the WWE champion. You have no friends. You have no friends. You are a target. But Punk said, "I'm your friend. I promise I'll always be your friend." And Cody asked, "You're my friend." And the way he said "right," he was like, "You're my friend, right?" And it's kind of reminded me of when Solo was just like asking Paul Heyman, losing matters, right? It was just weird. But these two, Cody does not look like the happy-go-lucky, smiley Cody Rhodes. He's actually looks like he's under a lot of stress. Obviously, he just got kicked in the face by Sami Zayn, so that plays a factor too. But yeah, something's up here with Cody. He had a little more edge to him in this promo. I loved every second of this. But at the end, it seemed like the crowd was pretty dead about it. At the end, it was a little weird how they kept turning each other around and pulling each other back, so not letting them leave or whatever. Punk mentioned, hey, while you're going through all of this, there's going to be somebody working their ass off. There's going to be somebody who wins the Rumble, who's getting in the best shape of their life, who's going to face you at Mania, who's going to take that title from Mania, and that's only the good news. And Cody Rhodes says, "Oh, that's the good news. What's the bad news?" And Punk said, "The bad news is that person is me. I'm the one that's going to do that. But because I'm your friend, I'm not going to stab you in the back. I'm your one true friend. I'm going to stab you in the front." And this promo, amazing. Cody ends up capping it off by saying, "I want you to catch up with me. I want you, for years, for over a decade, everybody's looked up to CM Punk, wanted to be CM Punk, came up through OVW together. We all were chasing CM Punk to be the best. And now I'm not chasing you anymore. You're chasing me." I thought that was fantastic. Cody wants Punk to catch up, win the Rumble, face him at WrestleMania so that he can beat CM Punk, and Punk can realize, he can see CM Punk's face when he realizes that the best in the world is no longer the best in the world. And fire. Absolutely greatness in that last promo. I can't wait to see what we do. I'm more excited for Royal Rumble than I have been ever. This is going to be a huge Rumble. Big names already in it. Can't wait to see what happens. I will be doing a review after it. I'll be doing a pay-per-view PLE predictions video later on this week as well. Man, I love it. What'd you guys think? I loved every second of it. It was a good Raw overall. Had a good stream too, so I appreciate everybody who came out for it. But let me know your thoughts on Monday Night Raw and the last promo and all that kind of stuff, everything that's going on. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you on the next video. Until we yeet again, my friends, stay bitter.